So why don't we start with a camera back here, wide, because we're going to sort of start with our masters. What's your zoom?
28 to 70.
Let's go with a 28, which will give you a good full figure here, right? But because we do want movement, why don't we think about, as they settle in, why don't you just sort of drift in and over? Maybe go with David from, where's your first stop? Here. So you kind of hold that as wide as you can, right? And then just drift over with him when he comes over here to this desk. So you're, why don't you go, because there's, why don't you be wide, but kind of hide over here, stay out of the A camera, right? And just pan them in through the doorway. So that way you're not violating his space, you're not in his shot, but you can get this. And then when David Frost comes through, why don't you pull with him, and then fall in over here as the others come. And then when he turns back, you've got kind of a medium, wide-ish over the shoulder.
Okay.
So you'll be the second master.
Would you like me to stay camera left of him?
Yeah, let's go this way, like that, because that helps with the coverage and a reverse shot later. And the other thing is that you never want in this kind of coverage to be having to shoot straight into a wall, because it's very boring. So it's one of the cheapest things that you can do to give to give any kind of staging some scope, is to create depth in the staging. So you want to use light, you want to use space, and unless you're making a point of somebody trapped or something like that, you never want to get into a situation where a person's coverage has to be jammed, straight back into a wall. Yeah. It just looks terrible. Yeah. So like when you go back over there, make sure you don't get too close to that wall, but also the coverage will be good because we'll be raking along down this way. Okay, so let's just try it. So you're going to be wide, and you'll see when he starts to come, right? You pull with him. When he goes here, I think what you can do is, as they start to go, is just come over and we'll just see what we can get. Maybe some sort of I think you're going to kind of be dead at that point, but just follow them out the door, and just hold here. Okay, great. So let's try that. Let's walk through the scene, and then we'll see what that looks like. I'm going to stop and go to try to make some adjustments for the camera.